Welcome back, everyone. We are here with Ninja. We had over 900 people on stream today watching me build this guy, doing the clan boss, and then also going through every dungeon run out there. We even went through Minotaur. We did Doom Tower High Waves. The only thing we didn't do is select Doom Tower bosses with him, but we weren't that impressed. But I'm not going to be that critical as we were on stream today. I'm just going to talk to you about this champion. Should you gear this champion up if you're free to play? If you just got into the game, you've been playing for 7 days, you have a Kale that you chose, whatever your starting champion was, and you want to take that gear and transition that lifesteal gear over to your Ninja. If you're just going to put it onto your Ninja and not put books into him and take him to 60 immediately, I don't think he's going to be that great. I don't think he's going to be good as your farmer. I don't think he's going to be great as the person to get you through the waves. Then he can still be viable. He's going to have a 75% chance to freeze the waves. But at that point in your free-to-play account, you should use him as a debuffer. Just make him really tanky. Keep your Kale at level 60 or whoever you started with. Use that as your farmer because they have a lower cooldown for their AoEs. And have this person to help you get through the waves. We're going to do that tomorrow on my free-to-play account. My free-to-play account, somewhere around 7 or 8 days, maybe 9 days, as far as what we've played with it. We're going to take all that gear and do that tomorrow on stream, first thing in the morning. So what we want with him is to freeze the waves, do more damage when there's a boss present, and then to come over here and do burns for us, and then burns on the boss, right? Burn explosion on the boss, decrease defense. This ramping up of attack of 100% along with 25% additional critical damage isn't that noticeable. I will say it's not that noticeable, and this move here is good on a boss, but it's nowhere near what we thought it was going to be like. It doesn't matter the stacks on the burn. There could be five turns of burn still to go. But when Ninja hits them with this, you're going to see a yellow number, his hit, and then you're going to see one burn explosion. 3% of everybody out there's max HP. Normally it's just going to be a boss because he's hitting that boss, so it'll be 3% of that boss's max HP. 3 times it's going to do that. So you're going to see 3 yellow numbers, and then you're going to see 3% of the boss's max HP, 3%, 3%. So that's 9% total plus our yellow numbers. It can be a lot. It's actually pretty good on the dragon. I noticed we did around 500 to 600,000 for that whole entire hit. We'd have to slow it down to really see it though, but it's not what we thought before. So you cannot increase the stacks. It will not make a difference on the damage done for this. So we're not going to get crazy about a damage, but we're going to get, it's actually really good. It's a good amount of damage. It all depends on your account, what you have on your account. Again, we're not going to be as critical as we were when we were on stream today, but it really just does depend. I would not use the books personally if I knew I was close to getting Sill of the Drakes. She is too good. 180-day login reward. She is way too good. Here he's going to do his AoE. We've got to increase attack. We've got decreased defense. He's going to do his AoE freeze. That's good damage, 100,000. But it is not more damage than most people, but it comes with a control component. 100% chance to freeze. That's good. Really good to help you get through the waves if you are having difficulty going through the waves. Though I will say, I believe I could take him out right now in my Archmage, and I've shown you this in other videos. Archmage on a 3-turn cooldown, doing that AoE stun, can take care of these waves for you like that. Just Archmage himself, and he's free to get. And he can be a more versatile role for you in teams. But this is not bad at all. We don't have a reset in here. We've got amazing gear, but he's still doing the role of taking care of these waves, controlling these waves for us, right? And then on the boss, are we going to get that damage? Let's see if we get that damage. Do we get that added needed damage that we want to have, that we want to see from this champion? Now, my Ninja, he's jacked up, right? He's got amazing gear on him. We've got critical damage plus attack with the chest and the boots. And he should hit hard. We've got Savage gear on him. We have Helm Smasher that can proc. We're going to see some pretty hard hits. But all in all, we're going to get control here even with the Ice Golem up. He's still, even on his A3, he's still going to freeze here. He's not going to attack the Ice Golem with that single target attack. And he's going to try to get a decreased defense with the A1. So he's a good blend. He's a good blend of control, bringing decreased defense, bringing the burns, and the rest. It really, really just depends on what you have on your account and whether you have the resources to spend to use these books on this champion or not. But I will say he's not a Herndig to me. Like, I really am in love with Herndig because of what he can do. We just had him as a fusion, but Herndig doesn't have any control, but he does bring a crazy amount of debuffs along with taking additional turns. Now, there went that A2. So the A2 hit the boss there all 3 times. It probably took him about, I don't know, 15% of his HP. We did 9% for sure. The 3%, the 3 HP explosions. And then we did the yellow numbers to that. So I'd say around 15% to the boss damage-wise. Now, there are champions out there like Saito that can hit extremely harder. There are champions out there, a whole bunch of them in Shadow Confaction that can hit extremely harder. Okay, we died there. Great. Great job, Stu, showing that off. We went below the threshold. He had his 2 side minions up, and we got killed. I'm not going to replay that. That had nothing to do with Ninja. That was just really bad timing on the Ice Golem for us. And this is stage 24, but we still should have had it with a decreased attack. If that was up, we should have been okay. It was just really bad. This can happen. This can happen. So that had nothing to do with Ninja. Let's go over to Dragon and do the same thing. We're doing live runs. We're not pre-recording these. We are doing live runs just to give you an idea of what Ninja can do. We're going to take him into Spirit Affinity again. Now let's go in here and just... Actually, you know what? Let's bring a different team. I think we have a Seer team. Let me bring a Seer team with him in there. We do. All right, good. Here we go. Let's get it. That way we'll get to the boss very quickly. So we've already seen what he can do for us in the waves to help us control there. Now we're going to bring him in here. Now, if you do have Syl of the Drakes, you've got that wave control. So then you just need a DPSer. And then look at the control right there that we got with Archmage. It's hard for me to want to get behind this champion 100%. I'm not saying that he's not good. It's just hard for me to try to get people to dedicate all their resources into him right away without, I don't know, without seeing what other champions they have, without playing the game a little while with their starting champion, which is really good. I don't, it's weird how I feel about him. I feel like he's there doing what he should. Their one is A3, right? And we've got insane gear on him. So 119,000 was the HP burn. So 119,000 for the 3% of this dragon times 3, and then whatever his yellow damage was for the 3 hits. So I'm guessing we did somewhere around 500,000 on the dragon here. And then now everybody's dead. Why do we keep dying? Stu, why do we... It's like we can't even complete stuff in the game, Stu. What's happening here? Oh, man. We couldn't even keep him alive. Okay, so... in this team comp for Endgame, now this is just for Endgame. For Endgame, we'd bring in something like a Frozen Banshee who would stay alive and kill the dragon in quicker time than this. Not that I'm trying to compare him to Frozen Banshee. It's totally different. Again, this is a champion that's going to help us get through the waves, that we don't need to bring a Seer in with because we have control with Archmage. We have control with our other champions to help you out to get through there. Because not all of you have a Seer. Not all of you are at Endgame dropping these waves. So you've got another champion, another DPSer that you can try to make a little DPS heavy because he's going to go into Veil, right? We're going to get that perfect Veil here, so they're not going to be able to target him with single target attacks, but they will be able to get him with the AoE, and of course all the bosses do AoE as well. And then we are going to get the freeze on the way there, and we're going to do more damage to the boss. To do that would be get a decreased attack up on all the waves and all the bosses to help you out. Decreased attack of 50% is really going to help you survive against things like these big hits from the bosses. We're going to bring in this team right here, and let's bring in somebody to give us some heals. Somebody to give us some additional heals so when we get to the boss, we don't die. That would help us out because I'm tired of dying for you guys on camera right now. This is not a good look. This is not a good look at all. All right, go over here, HP, there we go. All right, so now we're going to get to see him go through Dragon 24, keep us alive, do a great amount of damage. Burns there. There we go. We've got the stuns up to break them up with our Archmage. If we had Syl in here, she would be doing the same thing. Vizix, if you want to wait for Vizix, would just do amazingly. So, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how I feel. Again, you let me know how you feel down below. But how do you feel if you've been playing for a while and you have Syl, you have Vizix, you have a couple other epic champions that do good damage like this, so you don't need to rely on the control. And then if you're new to the game, are you super excited to get somebody that even at a 75% chance can freeze the waves, which will help me? We're going to see that on my new account soon. It's going to help you out. And then these burns are going to help us as well. So, I don't know. He's a good champion. I think we might have been a little too critical of him on stream because those are people who have been playing for a long time like I have. We've all been playing for a very long time. We have a really good understanding of the game. and we have a decent size roster. Even if you've been playing for a long time free to play, you still have a really good, decent size roster. And by the way, this champion was super disappointing on the Spider. On Spider, using him on auto is not going to work. You can't do anything with him on Spider on auto, and I hope they fix that. Maybe they'll go in and fix that in the following week. I really hope they do. Okay, so we got this last one to beat. Nobody even touched us, right? Between the stuns from Archmage, which is a free champion too, and Ninja, I don't think anybody even attacked us. All right, let's see again here what kind of damage we're going to get on this dragon. Because it's all up to Ninja to save us. Decreased defense, and then Ninja did an A3 right there, and we only got 100,000 hit. This is Dragon 24. So if you're at Endgame, okay, you hit him there for those. Should have been around 500,000 damage. So it might have dropped him from here to here, somewhere around there. All right, we're going back in here. I mean, he's going to do it. I have no doubt he's going to do it, especially with the gear we've got on him right now. But regardless of gear, you're still going to get 119,000 for each of those hits. So you could have no gear on him, and he's still going to do the burn explosion and still get you like 360,000. So that's a good thing, right? We don't have to worry about the gear then as much. We can use him as a control champion. Okay, that's another great thing to think about. We can use him as a control champion without any kind of gear coming through here, except for survivability and speed and accuracy to freeze the waves to help burn. And then when we do get to the boss, you know, we might want somebody else to do some more damage, but when we do get to the boss, we don't have to rely on having really high gear for him because he's still on that A2, gonna at minimum do 119 for each of those burn explosions and then whatever the yellow damage is. So not bad, all right, not bad. I think we were too critical on stream. I'm gonna say it. We were looking at it as that view, though, that not everybody has the same roster, but still, maybe we were just doing the mob mentality and we were jumping on Ninja too hard for this champion because I think he is a solid champion. Most people said they gave him a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 is not bad for a legendary champion. That's good. And then since we knew we couldn't use him in Spider at all, since he failed us completely in Spider, people said 6.5 out of 10. So maybe somewhere around there. But let me know what you think about him down below. Appreciate your time. Please subscribe if you haven't, guys. And I will see you all in a video soon.